Welcome back to the show. Well, our next guest is starring in a new film making its debut here at the Toronto International Film Festival, all about the real-life story of Whitney Wolfe Herd. She is the founder of the dating app Bumble.
Please welcome back to the social, the star of the film Swipe, Lily James. First of all, it is so good to have you on our sofa. Thank you so much for being here. And as we just mentioned, you are playing the founder of Bumble, Whitney Wolfe Herd. But her journey with online dating started before she founded that company. And in fact, the Wall Street Journal actually credits her with helping build the modern dating industrial complex. So talk to me about this woman, this character you play.
Well, our film tracks Whitney as she leaves college. She is so young, and she kind of breaks into the male-dominated tech space, and she's a part of not one, but two of these huge dating apps that explode onto the scene. And we kind of track her journey, the challenges she faces, and on her way to becoming one of the world's youngest women to take a company public and self-made billionaires.
Wow, we love that. Okay, so we know the film, you don't have to watch the film, but we kind of know the tech world, it's like real bro culture. It's a boys club. And when the female colleague in the film asked your character why during her climb up the corporate ladder when she was over at Tinder, she didn't turn around and help the other women around her. I mean, it's a big question to ask you who's playing this character, but do we have a collective responsibility to ensure that if we have a seat at the table as a woman, that we're trying to bring other women to the table?
The problem is if there's only one seat, you feel like you gotta hold it, you gotta protect it. And if you're ambitious, you know, and it's not fair that that pressure's put on us, there needs to be more seats at the table. And we do have a collective responsibility to...
More seats at the table.
And we, of course, have a responsibility to kind of champion the women around us. It makes us stronger and more fierce. And we see that in Whitney's journey. And, you know, she goes on to create Bumble, which is all about putting women in the driver's seat and you know, making women empowered and safe and in charge.
Whitney's, Whitney's an amazing woman. She's been on our show before and talking about Bumble. And so the Bumble app famously put power, as you mentioned, into the hands of women for the first time. Can you talk about how much of an impact that had on transforming the way women date?
Well, it was really revolutionary at the time. I mean, these dating apps, as you see, she's kind of figuring out like how they work, and these apps are like rocket ships. This tech goes so fast, and she decides through what she experiences, her very own personal experiences, how do I re-engineer dating? Like, how do I put women first? And you watch through our film, you know, I did so much research learning about her and her achievements and her legacy, and we just really wanted to tell her story, dramatize it, bring it to the screen, and explore all these really important themes that are in this story.
And I want to touch on something. You just mentioned that you do a lot of research for your roles, and of course you're a very serious actress, and I'm wondering, when you're playing a person who, you know, developed an app for swiping left and right on dating apps, I'm just wondering in your research if you did any swiping of your own, just to kind of immerse yourself in the character.
In my research.
In your research.
I stole my girlfriend's phone and spent a long time on her Bumble swiping for her. And
what did you think? I'm so glad you said. What was that experience like for you?
Well, you know, as I was researching for this character, for playing our version of Whitney, I had to really get a grip with the app and you know, interact with it and see how it works. And I had a lot of fun. And my brother met his wife on an app. Our producer who'd been developing this film for 7 years, Jen Gibgert, she met her partner on Bumble. And there's so many stories you start realizing there's just like, these dating apps have changed so many people's lives and made so many matches.
And I'm just curious, did you answer those guys on the dating app as Lily or as your friend? Were you like, this is Lily and you're not good enough for my best friend? Or were you like...
I was giving all my good chat and all my jokes,
Love that.
Well, we were talking about artificial intelligence just in our last segment. So let's talk about that in terms of dating, because Whitney says that artificial intelligence will know how to pick a match for us better than we would ourselves. We're already in the realm of like our avatars dating other avatars, almost like a vetting process before we ever get involved. But anyway, do you believe that that could actually be?
I'm really interested in this whole next chapter with what's going to happen with AI. And I read the Wall Street Journal piece where Whitney was talking about using AI in matching and on Bumble. I mean, it's interesting. I was just thinking of the last film I was here with the Toronto Film Festival was What's Love Got to Do with It? And that was looking at arranged marriages and how your parents can pick a better match for you. So I guess maybe this is just an extension of that. I mean, it's unknown territory, but we'll see.
It'll be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
So Lily, not only were you acting and performing in this film, you also were a producer on the film. So what?
In the driver's seat.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Talk about what that experience was like for you.
It has been a really incredible experience. I really wanted to have agency in this storytelling, considering who I was playing, this great entrepreneur, and I loved. It's been such a huge learning curve. I have loved being a part of this story from start to finish and the edit and really weaving the story together. And I feel really, it was really very meaningful in my life. And simultaneously, I was building my production company, Parados Productions. So there was a lot about it that felt kismet.
Nice. Well, we want to thank you so much for stopping by. I know you're very busy, but thank you so much and congratulations on the film and all of the hard work that you put into it. The premiere is tonight at the Toronto International Film Festival. Be sure to check it out at Hulu original film Swiped from 20th Century Studios, premiering September 19th, exclusively on Disney+.
Hey you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.